Countries at risk of experiencing sea level rise and potentially facing the threat of drowning within this century primarily include those with low-lying coastal areas. The main driving force behind this risk is climate change, which leads to the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers and the thermal expansion of seawater. This results in rising sea levels, which can inundate coastal regions. Some of the countries and regions most vulnerable to this phenomenon include 1. Maldives. The Maldives is one of the most well-known examples of a low-lying island nation at risk. A significant portion of the Maldives lies just a few feet above sea level, making it highly susceptible to even minor sea level rise. 2. Kiribati. This Pacific island nation is also extremely vulnerable to rising sea levels. The highest point in Kiribati is only a few meters above sea level, and the country has already purchased land in Fiji as a potential refuge for its citizens. 3. Tuvalu. Tuvalu, another Pacific island nation, faces similar challenges. It is composed of low-lying atolls and is highly susceptible to sea level rise. 4. Bangladesh. Large parts of Bangladesh, especially in the Delta region, are at risk due to rising sea levels. Millions of people in this densely populated country are vulnerable to displacement. 5. Netherlands. Although the Netherlands has a sophisticated system of dikes and flood defenses, a significant portion of the country lies below sea level. Rising sea levels pose a long-term challenge for the Dutch. 6. Vietnam. The Mekong Delta in Vietnam is susceptible to both sea level rise and subsidence due to groundwater extraction. This combination makes it highly vulnerable to inundation. 7. Egypt. The Nile Delta region is densely populated and economically significant for Egypt. It is at risk due to rising sea levels, which could have severe consequences for agriculture and livelihoods. 8. Indonesia. Indonesia, with its extensive coastline and numerous islands, is particularly vulnerable to rising sea levels. Cities like Jakarta are already experiencing land subsidence and flooding. 9. Miami, United States. Some cities in the United States, including Miami, are at risk of significant flooding due to rising sea levels. Parts of Miami are already experiencing sunny day flooding during high tides. 10. Pacific Island nations in general. Many other Pacific Island nations, such as the Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, and the Marshall Islands, are at risk due to their low-lying geography and exposure to sea level rise. It's important to note that the extent and timeline of sea level rise are subject to various factors, including greenhouse gas emissions and global efforts to mitigate climate change. Scientists continue to study these impacts, and coastal regions around the world are implementing strategies to adapt to rising sea levels, such as building seawalls, elevating structures, and relocating vulnerable communities.